What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4-0, back on a brand new WWE Champions video. It's time. Now, aside from it being Austin 316 Day, give me a hell yeah in the comments below. Wrestlemania Unleashed, the latest MLC, has officially gone live in WWE Champions. Now, I hope that you are all satisfied with what you were able to do with the kickoff Town Up event. I hope that you were able to make some real big power moves and clear out all those milestone rewards so you could top off on some very crucial resources for this month grind to come. But let's talk about the MLC free-to-play unit and MLC chase unit, because this is a pair that's never going to get old within the game, because every single month that passes, we get a brand new duo. Sometimes they're great, other times it's a hit and a miss, and not often, but it can happen, they can both be duds. Let's just be real. Now, there's levels to this. You should already know. Mega Superstars are supposed to be superior to chase units. Chase units are supposed to be superior to free-to-plays. But everyone has their different role. Everyone has their different way at, tiering champions. So there could be a character that's an amazing content clearer. They're God tier for whatever reason. Insane move damage, gem damage, specialty gems, bleeds, submissions. Whatever makes them special, they could have that. But then they could also be lackluster when it comes to training and coaching abilities, let alone links. But because they're so OP with their movesets, you're not worried about that. But me, I like to think about everything. Utility and versatility are key to a champion's viability, if you understand what I'm saying. So basically what I'm saying is that you're not always going to get the full package when it comes to not only Mega Superstars, let alone chase and free-to-play units. Some might have great movesets, but everything else sucks. They might have great links, but everything else sucks. They could have an amazing trainer or coaching ability, and everything else sucks. But then, once in a blue moon, you'll get some characters from all three brackets, regardless of their era category, their class, their subcategory. You'll get a husbando or a waifu that is the full-blown package. And it has been seen from all three tiers of free-to-play, chase, and mega. And when it comes to the duo of the chase and the free-to-play, they're always going to play a key role in the content that we deal with. So, out of the gate, although we know we have some showdown, faction, feud, weekend action to come, our weekly blitz grinds, our limited tours that are launched periodically, our daily class tours and Dead Man's Dailies, getting our currency up, our resources on lockdown. We got a lot to look forward to. But these characters here are right out of the gate. We know what to expect from these characters, and nothing's going to change from there. So, after seeing the exclusive 5-star gameplay from the Broskis, thanks to the good old folks at Scopely, let's be real. From my opinion, from my perspective, you can agree with me or disagree with me. We can talk about it in the comments. I honestly think that MVP and Shelton Benjamin are one of the best free-to-play and chase tandems to come to the game for a while. Again, this is why I'm saying this. MVP, after looking at his gameplay, once you get that legendary strap for him from the kickoff Town Up milestone rewards, this guy's going to be a problem once you got him fully furied out. Focus on his gem damage. But he's not only just good when it comes to that type of scenario once you get him to 4-star. It's going to take some time for everybody unless you got real lucky with the Mega Superstar pulls. Kudos to you. I saw some 5-star MVPs pulled, so congrats to the broskis right there. But the thing is, this guy is viable from 3-star to 4-star all the way to 5-star. He's able to cycle different types of gems, making it easy for him to cycle different types of movesets. And he's offensive, and he's also defensive. Okay? And that's a thing. Like I said, utility, versatility leads to a champion's viability. This guy can hurt you offensively with the ways he's able to cycle. He's defensive, so he can control the board in certain situations by making certain gems silence gems. Again, silence gems. I'll get hurt by my opponent's damage, but my opposition will not be able to obtain the MP move points that they need to get their moves off. Complete opposite of botch gems where I receive zero damage, but you're going to be able to cycle your moves off and hit me again and maybe take me out. Silence gems are very good for that situation. He's able to destroy certain types of gems. He's able to destroy a massive area of gems. And with that 20% legendary strap that we get, if you're able to hit that milestone from the talent up, those gems could start hitting very hard once you got Fury Metals involved here. So he's great move-wise. Might be a little board dependent depending on which build you use, but ultimately this guy's going to be effective. He's going to be effective. He's not going to get out unscathed, but he's effective. He's cyclable, and not only for himself, but whoever he's partnered up with too when it comes to tag team action, whether mixed match or doubling up on the broski action. MVP is going to have you covered on moves. Then it comes to his trainer and coaching ability. He reduces yellow submission turns, similar to how Striker Ric Flair reduced black submission turns. This is going to be amazing because not only does this help benefit characters that are already in the game, such as OG Andre the Giant Showboat with his sub, getting that off quicker. Who knows what future characters come through with a yellow submission that could be very destructive. And you're getting this ability, which in my mind is a top-notch ability to have, trainer or coaching-wise, for free. And then you get to his tag links. He has the Hurt Business tag link, 50% more damage for gems. Then he has the Modern Era tag link, a little minuscule on the gem damage side, but still there. Especially if you're just getting started. But then to top it off, he has a Raw show link. A Raw show link, meaning that whether you take him all the way to 4-star gold, pull him at 5-star, leave him unleveled at 1-star, you can always run him in tag team action to help somebody else out who represents your Raw brand of your roster, whether husbando or waifu. And just think about it. Again, like I said earlier, with the area moves, he's able to destroy a bunch of gems. That's going to make it easy to cycle his partner's moves to get them ready to come into the match. If he has to make an exit one way or the other, whether intentional or abruptly. And then on top of that, it not only cycles himself, but he's able to help others out with that scenario. And then when you look at the Hurt Business, the 50% more damage with gems, that's going to benefit a lot too. Somebody that it benefits immensely is going to be Shelton, who we're about to go to. But MVP in my mind, whether you take him up just to get his full coaching ability, which is amazing within itself, whether you take him up because you need a go-to tech unit, you're not wrong for taking this guy up as high as possible. Now, I will say this too, because this was brought to my attention. They have it set up where you use evolve tokens to get characters up further and further. Well, people have pulled him at 5-star and they get the mystery emblems like coming soon. Well, 5-star silvers are now in the game now. So why don't you set it up for, even if it doesn't get done, just have it there like, hey, if you get enough of these specialty evolve tokens, you pulled them at 5-star already, just save up everything you get from all the content you clear, take them up to 5-star silver. They could easily do this for all of the free-to-play MLC units moving forward. Just make a bracket. If people do get lucky because now 5-stars are a thing and pull them at 5-star, make it so there's a specialty evolve token amount so you can get him or her to 5-star silver. But this is a guy that's definitely going to be worth taking up multitudes of ways. Again, great move sets, multiple move sets from 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. He's putting boot to ass one way or the other. He's going to help out your account, especially if you're a free-to-play player, and even if you're a whale, he's going to benefit you one way or the other. Either he's going to be a favorite, a go-to to clear your dailies. He's going to help out in showdowns one way or the other. Feuds, take advantage of the perks right now with the MLC. And think about it. Once you got that strap loaded up, maybe you put a skill plate on it, maybe you get him furied out. MVP is going to be a solid look on your roster one way or the other. So you definitely want to invest in this guy while you have the opportunity to do so, because the moves are hitting, the builds are great, the tag links are great, the coaching ability is great. So that's 3 check marks. He gets an A. Whether you say it's not even about him being God tier in the sense of, looking at our Keith Lees or our veteran salutes or Montez Fords, he's a viable unit that's going to do more good for your roster than any harm to it. So that is why I have to say it right now. Get this guy up as high as possible, one way or the other, for his coaching ability, for his tag link, because you're going after Shelton or other Hurt Business members that come into the game, or, because you like MVP or you need a solid go-to tech, he's going to have you covered. And talking about that Hurt Business link, right, the 50% more gem damage, that's going to benefit Shelton. And looking at Shelton's going to be great. The only downside that I got that irked me is, like, in certain videos, MVP's boosts were already live with the plus MP, so that did help with cycle. And of course, once you have maxed out perks with any MLC, he's going to be bodying people. So that's one thing to understand there. But one cool thing that I enjoyed from these gameplay videos is it was also like MVP's boost might have been on for the MP side of things, but at the same time, you were able to pretty much see what these characters can do without straps, and that's one key thing. However, since we are in a strap meta, this is a situation where I feel the free-to-play unit looked better than the Chase champion, and here's why. Because Shelton is an acrobat. Shelton is utilizing multiplied gems, meaning he's going to need Fury medals. He needs a strap and Fury medals to show how dominant he is. And sadly, for some reason, Scobely doesn't want to give the broskies the currency, the legendary strap, the skill plates. They don't want to provide all that so you can get a full maximum experience of what these characters can do. Because this is one of those things where Shelton's a monster. Pyro gems, turn those to blue, putting down mad damaging multiplied gems. Be wary of feuds and stuff, of course, with those counters there. But the guy can blow up a board. He can hit hard. He's able to cycle, increase his multiplied gem strength for when you're ready to pull the trigger if you want to. This guy's going to be dominant. He also has an interesting Wrestlemania, I think it's Wrestlemania 22 link. He has a Wrestlemania link. I don't know what that's going to do, but I look forward to seeing that. But Shelton can be ran a multitude of ways with different trainers and coaches. And his coaching ability, his movesets hit hard. They're quick charge. Boom. Good there. Highly cyclable, and hits like a truck. Then on top of that, his coaching ability, additional damage for submissions. You pair this dude up with Striker Austin, or you put him together with a unique tandem, from the zombies with their submission boosts, with the turns, however you want to go about it. More submission damage is a problem. Look at a guy like Jake the Snake Roberts, okay? That bleed, okay? My boy Benny, that bleed, that sub combo, that could leave a lot of people upset at the end of the day, man. Like, when you think about it, when you got Shelton on and you have Austin, or depending on how you do it, want to go about it, or Shelton as a coach, maybe you're running, Seth Rollins Striker on Jake, with the bleed damage, plus you're getting the submission damage. That's going to be horrible for some people. Or better yet, Carmella, yo. Carmella with Nikki. You have Nikki on her, and you have Shelton with that submission damage. Come on now. That's crazy. And then again, tag links. Chase champions are far in between too. But looking at that 50% gem damage with Shelton, and you got to think, this is going to cover all of them. This is going to cover all of the Hurt Business. 50% more damage. That's a lot. If Cedric Alexander ends up being a striker, with that 50% gem damage, he'll be viable alone in tag team action just because. But once again, the cool thing about these two units they are so good without perks, like max perks and everything. That they're monster units. When a champion is able to destroy strapped up units on the road, and what? Okay, you give MVP a +2 MP boost, and he's still able to wreak havoc on a strapped up opponent? That's saying something. And the same can be said about Shelton. These guys were basically perkless, and what perks they did have might play a little role, but ultimately it's the same way that it would play out if you didn't have perks. Then you throw perks, straps, and medals involved in here, there are going to be problems. And the one cool thing that I like that I've noticed about these guys too is that at the end of the day, these guys are highly versatile with how you can set up move sets and builds. Again, this is going to be setting some issues up because it gets my mind thinking. It gets me wondering what the other members of the Hurt Business are going to do. Because if Bobby Lashley comes into this game doing like 1,000,000 move damage, and that move that does that said 1,000,000 move damage theoretically allows him to destroy a set amount of gems or create gems, choose gems, however you want to do it, in a tag team match with MVP or Shelton, Bobby's going to be putting up some crazy numbers. Bobby is going to be collecting bodies, and the same can be said about Cedric Alexander. Maybe Cedric uses blue moves. Team him up with Shelton. They were tag team champions. Boom. Shelton blows up the board. Cedric's ready to go, comes in, takes care of business, or vice versa. The same with MVP. MVP can go in first, destroy an area, destroy certain gems real quick. Boom, tag in Lashley, Shelton, or Cedric. Tag any of them in. They're basically going to be hitting harder than other units. And this is one of those links that I actually enjoy a lot because it reminds me of the McMahon-Helmsley regime. Similar to that type of damage there. I use it all the time with Stephanie and Vince. It just boosts Vince's numbers up to the point that he's hitting harder than he should be. And that's an OP link. If all these guys are focusing in on one theme and that's crazy gem damage, this is going to serve its purpose. They're going to do their role just fine, and you're going to walk away at the end of the month. Either you're walking away with a solid, high-ranked MVP, or you get blessed, you walk away with both Shelton guaranteed at 4-star gold, you get MVP up as high as possible, maybe you do some pulls, you get blessed with Cedric or Lashley. They're literally a tandem that I can't knock. Similar to Typhoon and Earthquake, Bayley and Sasha. There's just certain tandems that come out that it genuinely is like, yo, they fulfill each other. It makes sense. And you get those free-to-play units, and you get those chase champions that could have you one way or the other. Either they deliver or they don't. I remember how I felt about Lana as a chase unit. Then I took a step back and looked at her and saw how dangerous she was. I was like, oh snap. Okay. Shelton's getting crap right now because he wasn't in a gameplay video where he had straps, skill plates, so on and so forth. I hope moving forward, Scopely has the foresight to think about providing their content creators with that opportunity, because now since meta is a thing, right? 5 stars are a thing. Straps and medals are a thing. You're pushing it. New skill plate every single month, right? Why not allow the content creators that are bringing more attention to your product to have that opportunity to utilize those currencies to show the full max potential of somebody easily? And that's more content for them. You could do a gameplay video without perks, without straps and medals, to show the reality of what you're going to be dealing with. Then you can go all out wazoo once the MLCs launch, max perks, bam, bam, boom, bip. Everyone's happy. Double up. You get to see the realistic side and the best case scenario side. I don't know why they didn't do that. But again, looking at Chase Champions, hitting a miss. Acrobat Trish. Still not impressed by her. But she is a good unit. She's just not what I'm accustomed to seeing as a Chase Champion, if that makes sense, you know? Look at Orton, Apex Predator. Monster Showdown unit, okay? Great coaching ability. Zombie Triple H too. There's different characters that serve different purposes on Chase side. Same with free-to-play. Mella, Bayley, monster units. Carmella is just a monster within herself. Bayley the same. Lacey Evans too. Six. Arn Anderson. Everyone serves their role. but it's once in a blue moon where you get both a free-to-play and a chase champion that have you covered on moves, got you covered on a trainer and coaching ability, let alone tag links. So it's just something to think about here as we start. Whatever other content comes out, we'll deal with that when we get there. Let's just be happy that $1 Million Mayhem is done. But when it comes to MLC, it's usually hit and miss with the superstars. It's hit and miss with the content. But for right now, a day after, I can say that the free-to-play and the chase champions are up to snuff. MVP's worth investing in, and Shelton's worth going after. And if you really take this game serious, if you're one of those end-game players, and you do end up getting a strap on Shelton, you do get them Fury medals on him, these guys are going to be hitting hard. And one cool thing, too, before I get out of here, because this is a longer video than needed, but I just got to get this out because I like this. I like when we get solid pairings like this. They deserve their due. Okay, give people their flowers while they're here, right? There is one thing that has me 100% sure Bobby Lashley is coming into the game. And it is subtle. It is in your face, aside from the epithet. If you go into the game and you look at Shelton, you can even look on their cards. If you go into the game and you play with MVP or Shelton and you check out their cards, their shirts and their characters will actually show you the full shirt. And the full shirt literally says the Hurt Business. Then they have the championship going around the waist. And it says Almighty Bobby Lashley. It says it literally. It's right on the shirt. And then on the back, you spin them around. It says I'm in. So it is letting me, from where I'm standing, Bobby Lashley is coming into the game. And that's why I'm excited to see what happens. Because think about this too. Bobby Lashley could easily come into this game, right? Have a yellow submission. The hurt lock. He can literally, that's the submission, right? It's yellow. Could create so-and-so blast gems, X breaks, cost breaks, whatever you want to do, right? Pyro gems, snowfall gems. You can literally have it set up where he uses MVP for that to reduce the turns on that. And then Shelton boosts the submission damage per turn. And then maybe if you're a king or queen whale here, maybe Cedric also has a trainer ability that'll be worth it. That's what I mentioned in the past video where everybody within a month long, it ties together to the main mega. So it makes sense like you're putting together a power, like a Power Rangers Megazord. Everyone plays a role. We're forming Voltron here. So Shelton got me on the submission damage, okay? MVP's reducing it. Maybe Shelton allows you to generate a certain type of specialty gem or something like that. I'm looking forward to it. But the subtle nod to the fact that they have shirts on that say Bobby Lashley's name, it's kind of letting you know Bobby Lashley's coming. He is coming. I'm hoping he comes in WrestleMania Unleashed, the Almighty Era, but Lashley is coming for sure. But to see the Hurt Business being represented properly as a free-to-play unit and a chase champion is already off to a good start. Excited already to see who the Mega Superstars are going to be overall and what contents to follow. But right out of the gate, I have to say that the free-to-play and the chase units are definitely going to be worth everyone's time this month. So that's just said being real. MVP got the love in the videos, looking at how nasty he was. But Shelton's one of those guys that once you get the strap and the medals on him and a skill play too, it's over. It's over. So for right now, a lot of people I've seen comments, I'm favoring MVP. MVP is a monster. The boy nasty. But once you get Shelton in the right spot, once you got him recruited, it's going to be cakewalk. It's going to be a cakewalk. Especially with that 50% gem damage. On top of double fury, it's over. These dudes are going to be hitting hard, even if you got perks and stuff, straps as well. You're going to get touched. You're still going to feel it. So that's the way I look at it with these two guys. And nonetheless, that's the video. Sorry that I went on a little rant, but sometimes the same way I did with 1, 2, 3 Kid, the zombie Reigns, there's certain characters that come into the game Zalister Black. There's certain units that come in that I have to fanboy over, and I have to give them their due because champions can be hit and miss. Again, these could be the two best things that happen the entire month. We might not get no Lashley. We might not get no Cedric. Some crazy error goes on within the game. Anything can happen, right? So, for right now, in the moment, the best thing of this MLC so far is the free-to-play in the MLC unit. Hopefully, it continues to be a list that gets longer as we go on. But if not, if that's it, 2 solid units, a free-to-play that's guaranteed for everybody, and a chase champion that everyone had an opportunity to go after, I say that they knocked it out of the park on the character situation, but we got to see how the rest of these things unfold. The Blitz is live, showdowns and faction feuds coming up, Mega Superstars to be unrolled, other surprise content that might be thrown in the middle of a week. So we'll see what happens for sure. But at the end of the day, I can't complain. They did both of these characters justice. Characters that were requested. The Hurt Business have been a big thing on Raw. So to finally see them in here and for it to be tied into the Wrestlemania atmosphere, I think it was a good look. It also makes me think that maybe that they will knock this MLC out of the park, but we tread lightly. We definitely tread lightly. But that's the video, y'all. Let me know your thoughts about MVP. Let me know your thoughts about Shelton. Again, I really feel that these guys got their just due in the videos, but I do have to say, because of how Shelton is as an acrobat, he needs the Fury medals. He needs the strap on him. And I really hope moving forward, Scopely will consider providing the content creators with the currency, the strap, the medals in place necessary to show the full efficiency of all the units. Free to play, pay to play, chase, everything needs to be covered. So that way the audience, your community knows what's going on, what's realistic to their situation, and the be-all, end-all, best setup for a character. So I love what the Broskis did. I love what they provided. I hope that y'all had an amazing time with the Town Up. But let's just chop it up down below. Again, I'm hoping with these shirts, looking at those shirts, they say Bobby Lashley on them. We do get Bobby Lashley. And again, I'm one of those guys that even if I don't get the character, I can at least acknowledge that the character's a good unit. And when I see someone else with them, I can still be like, oh, screw you, dude. I can be a total troll with it. But at the end of the day, I'm happy for you. Anybody who gets a brand new superstar, it's always cool. You got your trolls and your a-holes in the community that can mess up the experience overall. But at the end of the day, man, look, a new unit is a new unit. So if you're able to get Shelton and I don't, I'm happy for you. If you're able to get Lashley and I don't, I'm happy. I get to enjoy the experience of the gameplay, and I get to sit back and think like, wow, somebody out there, or some cool Siski or cool Broski, they unlock so-and-so, and they're able to use them and do it. And you know what? Looking at the experience, listening to their story, I'm happy for them. It was long overdue. And even to the biggest whales, happy for them too. Hard work pays off, and the big check is going to get cash one way or the other. So we'll see how these things go, but I'm looking forward to the mega superstars that come. These two have definitely set the bar. Again, viable move-wise, trainer and coaching ability-wise, and link-wise. It literally doesn't get no better than that when you hit the Holy Trinity in WWE Champions. So we will see where things go from here. But let me know about your upgrades from the Town Up. Let me know your thoughts. I know there's issues already with Ric Flair in this tour. It's hit and miss. A lot of people are saying that they can't access the Ric Flair. I can't. I still can't. I haven't got nothing from Scopely. Literally, I can't access my Striker Flair, my Trickster Flair, or my Showboat Flair. And he's needed for the bonus points of the limited time tour. So hopefully they get back to me. I know a lot of people have been dealing with the same issue on iOS and Android. So this is deeper than rap. But nonetheless, we got some new goodies and some new toys to look forward to playing with. So let's chop it up in the comments below. Because, hey, yo, bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you, my beloved #champions fam. Again, if you're not a fan of the long-winded videos, that's cool. It's understandable. But I hope that I was able to break things down before I start rambling and ranting. But I hope that I was cohesive with this video. But it was right off the rip. Off the head with it, freestyling this as usual, but definitely 2 solid units. Looking forward to see what's to come, and what are you excited to see? I'm really liking their tag link. Sometimes a simple tag link, whether it's an MP starter, or, a move damage increase, a gem damage, depending on the characters that are involved, it's going to benefit. In some tag link scenarios, could take you by surprise. Someone that you thought was nothing could bring forth a tag link that's just game changing for another unit that you had on your account, and it just takes playing around with. But knowing what these guys can do solo and seeing the tag team action as well, I can only imagine what's going to happen once Cedric and Bobby come into the game. So, when and if that happens, you already know I got you covered. But bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you, my beloved hashtag champions fam. Enjoy your 316 day, hell yeah. And let me know how you feel about these two units and what are your thoughts about the kickoff talent up within the comments below. But again, mad love and thank you all. And until next time, stay tuned. Peace.